Okay, we already have 25.
Damn, I'm struggling with the PC, man.
Okay, we might be live any second, so
Okay.
let's. All right, we're live. Okay, hello everyone. Today today we are having a blast of a day. We have a Stephanie from Constant Contact. She is the ultimate educator um, about lead nurturing, about everything we need to know about the process to really nurture your leads, get going and get started. So thank you so much for joining us, Stephanie. It's great to have you on
Yes,
board.
absolutely. Thank you, Sam, for having me, and hello to everybody out there. That was quite the intro, Sam, to know all the things. But I do I focus a lot of my time on coaching real estate professionals on making the most of their list, right? And being tapping into the number one focus of real estate, which is relationship building and nurturing. So super happy to be here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So um, we would love to know which city you guys are joining from. So today I'm joining from Vancouver. Stephanie is joining us from Tampa, Florida, and then Gary is joining us from Scottsdale, Arizona. So many cities, but would love to know which city you guys are joining from and
Yeah.
learn all about your business and everything else. So with that, I think we're ready to go. So the first question that I would ask is like, Stephanie, tell us a little bit about yourself, like what your role is at Constant Contact. Um, we would love to get started with that.
Yeah, absolutely. My official title, I guess we could say, is Senior Director of Vertical Innovation, which is really just a fancy way of saying that I get to specifically focus my time with real estate. That is my area of expertise. For the past 10 years, I have been traveling all over the country to MLSs, associations, brokerage offices, training in the areas that you mentioned, areas of digital marketing, areas of lead generation tied in with lead nurture, you name it. It is something I'm very passionate about. I believe that education is the key to making good decisions about what to invest in when it comes to real estate marketing. And again, relationship building is the foundation of our industry. So I think it's really important to drive home that message when we're thinking about what we're investing in, our time, our money. It's important to always keep in mind the North Star of what we're doing in this industry, which is building relationships, keeping those relationships, networking, and again, nurturing our database.
That's awesome.
So
That's
that's
awesome.
what I get
So
to do
we
now at
have
Constant
people coming.
Contact.
That's awesome. So we have people coming from Montreal, Orlando, Birmingham, Alabama, basically South Carolina, everywhere. And we
Love
have,
it.
I love that we are basically a truly global community today. So,
Yes.
all right, guys, here's the agenda. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna talk a little bit about what Roomvu is, like maybe 3 to 4 minutes. What Constant Contact is 3 to 4 minutes. We do not want to bore you with details. Then we're gonna get into some really great nuggets of how to nurture leads, how to really work your leads, and how to stay consistent with lead follow-up, lead nurturing, because guess what? Everything is changing in the industry. Your job is going to be focusing on nurturing your sphere, working your sphere so you can get more buyer deals out of it. You can get buyer agreements. Everything is changing. So we need to be really ready. So the only way to do it is to have a system. And today we are all about systems, how to establish systems, how to make sure we are consistently using it, and how to make sure we are doing it in a formulated way. So with that, I think we have Gary just showcasing Roomvu in like 3 to 4 minutes, and then Steph talking about Constant Contact, and then we're gonna dive deep into the whole um, discussion.
Thank you, everyone. for having me. I'm really excited to be here and obviously share a little bit about Roomvu and what we're doing to help real estate agents nurture their leads. As you guys know, you guys are in the lead generation business, and without leads, it's very hard to be successful. So about us, Roomvu was actually founded in 2020 by our founder, Sam, who is here on this call. And what's great about Roomvu's solution is that it was created by a real estate agent for real estate agents. And so Sam's put a lot of thought and energy into creating a system and a platform that will enable you to take your business to the next level by posting consistently on social media with hyper-local content. And what that means is if you're in Scottsdale, Arizona, the hyper-local content that we're going to pull for you and post on your behalf on a daily basis will be from Scottsdale, Arizona. So that will help you emerge as a market leader in that area. As a matter of fact, we've been doing this so well that we have over 200,000 agents on our platform as of today. And that doesn't happen by accident. We've achieved that number because we're doing something right. And what we're doing right is that we've helped obviously create a proven track record of helping agents like yourself boost your visibility and engagement on social media. So much so that our renewal rate, meaning the customers that start with us and continue, is actually 94%. And as you can imagine, that's extremely high for any type of marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So continuing forward, hold on one sec. Okay, so continuing forward, there's three things that come to mind whenever you take into consideration a marketing strategy. And whether you partner with us or a different company, always use these as your benchmark. The first one is exposure, meaning is the company that you're thinking about partnering with, can they guarantee that you're going to be seen? Because if the answer is no, don't sign up. The second thing is repetition. So not only is it important to be seeing, it's absolutely imperative that you're seeing often. And the reason is because this is where association begins to occur. My need for a real estate agent with you, right? And without that repetition, it won't happen. And then lastly, is the targeting. So not only is it important to be seeing and seeing often, it's absolutely imperative that you're seen by the right people. And so by partnering with Roomvu and capitalizing on your existing social media, we will accomplish all of these things and help take your business to the next level. So how do we do it? Well, we're going to post unlimited hyper-local branded videos. What does that mean? As I alluded to earlier, it means that it doesn't matter what area you're located in. We're going to pull from that area. So once again, you emerge as the market expert in that community. So that way, when people are searching you on social media or following you on social media, they see that you're the expert, as I shared earlier, in Scottsdale. And it gives you obviously a competitive advantage because you're going to be the go-to expert for that particular area. And moreover, these unlimited hyper-local branded videos, they have a 6x a better performance rate when compared to any other type of video. The 7x means that we're going to post on a daily basis for you. So you don't have to worry about spending time and energy to get your content on social media. We will literally take care of that. And so that way you can focus your time and energy in other facets of the business that will help you generate revenue. And lastly, we're going to create ultra personalized designs on your behalf. So this way you can post with pride, knowing that you had a direct influence on the content and how you're going to be perceived. So last slide for me, we will post on the big six of social media. Well, what is that? Everything that you see here: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. And by doing this, obviously you're going to achieve top of mind awareness, which will increase brand recognition and ultimately lead to more buyer and seller leads that need to be nurtured. And that's where Stephanie comes in. So Stephanie, I'll hand it off to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now here with everybody. Making sure, here we go. All right. Are you guys seeing my screen that says Roomvu and Constant Contact better together?
We do.
Wonderful. That's what I like to hear. All right. So everything that you just talked about, Gary, I could not agree more with you on just how important it is for you to be everywhere, every day, right? Making sure you are in front of your sphere, There is no better tool than social media for you to get in front of the largest audience possible, and allowing yourself to be memorable, right? I know my mom has been a mortgage lender for over 30 years. And I will never forget, a couple of years ago, she was at the grocery store and she was so upset. She called me and she's like, I was just at the grocery store and somebody asked me, oh, Marlise, are you still doing mortgages? And she was kind of, like, well, of course yeah, of course. Like, I've been doing this for over 30 years. And I said, well, Mom, people don't remember that because they have so many other people that they're seeing every single day in their inbox, in their mailbox, in their news feed. And if you're not there, you're not being memorable, regardless of the fact that you sold so-and-so or, did someone's financing 3 times already. So it is just absolutely crucial. And this is why at Constant Contact, we're so proud to be able to work with a company like Roomvu, who is doing an incredible job maximizing on that. So where we come in, Constant Contact, of course, we are a very reputable company. We have been around a very long time. I always say we are known for email marketing because we invented it. We're the best at it. But we're so much more than that. That's our North Star. That's what we're always going to be great about. We'll talk about deliverability in just a second, but we are a full service marketing suite so that you can be in everyone's inbox, mailbox. So email marketing, SMS text marketing, surveys, social media, automation, segmentation, AI, ads, events, right? We're big on that in the real estate industry. Manage your events. List growth, and of course, landing pages, unlimited landing pages with our platform. But of course, when you think of Constant Contact, you think email marketing, right? Again, that's the thing that we invented. We do it really, really well. Deliverability is not the most exciting thing to talk about, but it's really important, especially with everything that just happened with Google and Yahoo and all of the authentication issues. We were the first to be notified. We were able to get ahead of that because we will never do anything to compromise the deliverability of your business. So that
I think we're going to talk about that quite a bit today, the deliverability, because that's the essence of this partnership. Sorry to cut you off, but this is the biggest thing that we are really focusing on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So important. So some things I just wanted to kind of highlight. Again, the educator in me just wants to kind of dig down deep into the purpose when we think about lead nurture. It's something we hear all the time when we talk about lead generation, right? We hear it all the time, but what are some practical ways that we can be engaging with that together? The ultimate goal of everything we're doing online, Sam, right, is lead generation, right? We're building our list. We're connecting with people. We're building those relationships, right? So the goal of everything we're doing as real estate professionals is we're getting online, we're building our list, building our list, building our list, because ultimately that goal is to be able to turn all of that into repeat and referral business. The money, the success of your business lies in your list and your relationships, your future vacation, your new home, your kids' college education. Everything is going to come from that list. Social media is an excellent lead generation source, but what you do next with it is where we come in and where it is crazy important. So a couple stats, and I promise I will not bore you with stats, even though I love them. But 86% of an agent's business is coming from their sphere of influence, their list, right? So a couple stats from the NAR, the 2023 NAR membership profile. 66% of all realtors said that none of their business came from paid lead sources. 81% of all realtors said none of their business came from virtual tours. 66% of all realtors said that none of their business came from open houses. This really shocked me. Agents are only retaining 13% of repeat and referral business. Let me explain this to you. Guys, and we probably all know it. We've driven down the street. We've seen that Susie put a for sale sign up. She listed her house with somebody else, even though we sold her that house 3 years ago. What happened? There was a study that was done. They polled about 100 folks, bought or sold, said they would use their agent again. Fast forward 7 years, only 13% of them actually did. So we like to call this at Constant Contact the leaky bucket. Your bucket is, you're getting all of this traction, right? You're building that list. You're using Roomvu because Roomvu is the best tool for you to be able to stay top of mind every single day, hyper locally in your town or area. Well, then what happens next, right? That's where, again, Constant Contact comes in to kind of fill in these gaps. How can we now nurture our leads? So nurturing really comes down to, I'll get to that in a second. Are we sending out an email once a week, every single week at the same time? A newsletter? Are we on social media highlighting ourselves as an expert in our industry and in our field? And also, guys, we're more than just real estate professionals. We're people with hobbies and interests and things that make you uniquely you. Sam, how many times have we talked to realtors and said, like, hey, who are you in the industry? Do I know that you specialize in condos in Tampa? Do I know that you focus on 55 and over communities? Do I know that, you belong to a pickleball club? And you know what I mean? Like, there's ways for me to connect with you personally. And that's really hard to do because we lack the time, we lack the interest, we lack the expertise to do it. And so to Sam's point, that's where we really need to start being very particular about the systems and processes that we put in place, because we have to patch all these holes up. So I've been talking a lot. Sam, do you have anything to say about that?
Really interesting stats. Yeah, there's some really interesting stats in here. I think the biggest thing is we keep ignoring our sphere of influence, our biggest source for deals, and we keep looking for new sources of leads. So we go to Zillow, we go to, I don't know, if you're in Canada, like another source, but you keep paying different sources for leads, but these leads are cold leads.
Right.
The fact is that lead that has actually just signed up to be seeing an open house with you, or just signed up at an open house with you, they don't know you. They have to go through that process of getting to know you. It takes time. However, if you actually think of all your sphere of influence, all the people that already know you, all the people that you have in your database, and every realtor that I talk to has at least 100. Don't tell me I don't have a database. Like, go back to your inbox. You would find at least 100 contacts. These are the gold mine of deals. These are the people that will be looking at your emails, opening your emails, knowing that, okay, well, Sam, I know Sam. Like, I've been working with him for 10 years. Like, Sam comes from a different industry. Now he's in this industry. Even if you're changing industries and you're a new realtor, you will get a ton of value from your existing sphere of influence. And that's what we're really doubling down on today. Just making sure you work your sphere.
That's right. Love that. And even I would even go so far as to say, when we think about cold leads and warm leads and hot leads, I always like to position it as now leads or later leads, right? We think about it, the buyer continuum from the time someone thinks of buying a home to the time they actually do, on average, is 2 years. So in between that time, something's going to happen. They're going to have a baby. They're going to get married. They're going to get a new job. They're going to get a promotion. Something's going to happen. That is when they're going to decide to buy. It is our job to make sure that during those 2 years that we're top of mind, so that when they think of buying or selling, we're the name that they're going to go to, right? So whenever people tell me all that, they say, oh, well, I'm buying leads and they don't convert. Listen, I'm all about nurturing your sphere. Eventually, if you do it good enough, you won't ever have to buy another lead again. But I also am realistic to understand we got to build our list, right? That's where buying leads come in. Well, okay, so you've got all these leads that are coming in that are cold leads. That just means they're not ready yet. To your point, Sam, they don't know you yet. So how are they getting to know you, right? You've got their contacts. Are you connecting with them on social media? Are you sending them that newsletter? Are you branding yourself as that relatable, trustworthy, hyper-local expert? Because eventually, again, maybe you got that Google lead and all they did was type in homes for sale in Tampa, Florida. I'm interested, but I'm not looking to move until my daughter graduates next year, but I'm looking. Great. Ooh, I got a MacBook. Sorry about that, guys.
Cool.
This is where it's just so for me, hot lead, cold lead, they're all good to me. Put them in my bucket. Put them in my bucket because it either means business now or business later, but it's all business. What you
And to
do.
our audience, please ask us all the questions that you have about lead nurturing. This is your opportunity to ask us questions so we can actually walk you through how the email marketing works, how the lead nurturing works, and everything else in between.
Yeah.
I know this whole topic might seem a little bit confusing, but our job is to actually answer these questions and walk you through this entire funnel of how
Yeah.
to actually nurture your leads. So with that, I think you can continue, Stephanie. And please put
Yeah.
your
So
questions in the
just real
comments.
quick, again, value and content creation. This is where, Roomvu and Constant Contact are beautiful together, is we're both really great at that. Roomvu, I think, took the industry by storm by creating, remember when I met Sam and he showed me what Roomvu did. And I was like, get out. It's all hyper local. And he was talking about the AI stuff that they're doing, and my mind was blown. Love it. You're attracting your potential clients. You're, again, branding yourself as the expert, that brand awareness, right? That client engagement. Now we start getting into constant contact territory, right? So we've got that front end, that top of the funnel lead generation, that top of mind on social. Now we're pulling them into that nurture world, again, where we're engaging them. When you have a platform like Constant Contact, you have the metrics to be able to say, all right, I sent out an email about 123 Main Street, but I also sent out an email that just talked about my top 5 restaurant picks in Tampa. Which one got the most engagement? I can pretty much guarantee you which one it would be, right? Hyperloop, what's going on in the area? But you should be doing both, because ultimately that's what drives conversions, right? And the 3 players that we like to really focus in on, of course, social media, highways, that's the highway of traffic to your website, to your database, email, SMS, of course, my Roomvu plug here, of course. But also what I want to kind of finish off on here is when I talk about lead nurturing, I like to consider what we call at Constant Contact the party principle. And the party principle, taking those three lead nurture avenues into consideration. Social media is your big party. Everyone you know, right? Everyone they know. It doesn't matter if you know them or not. You want to be in front of them on social media. Now it kind of funnels down to the after party. The after party sometimes is the most fun. People that are a little bit closer to you, they know your name, they're your neighbors, friends, and family. And then with your SMS, that's where it's more of the VIP party. These are the people who are going to be comfortable to opt in to get your text messages. Your text messages, you want to be more concise, more applicable to what's happening right now. Hey, come join me at my open house tomorrow. Or, hey, did you know that there is a 4th of July party going on at XYZ this summer? Hope to see you there. Things like that. But by really leveraging and harnessing the value of all 3 of these channels consistently, it is absolutely going to change your business. You agree with that, Sam?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I think something that I always share to this, that I can share like 1 or 2 slides to the importance of cold leads and warm leads. I think this is something that we keep kind of missing and we keep not looking at it. So I think what I want to emphasize on it is just this, guys. Like, there is a difference between a cold lead and a warm lead. So you need to really know who we are working with and who is that person that we are talking with. So the first thing is, a cold lead does not know who you are. They just met you, right? So they don't want to be contacted again. And the truth is, they're not likely to make a purchase right away. A warm lead, on the other hand, already knows who you are. They've expressed interest in you, and they're more likely to make a purchase. I'm going to copy this link. This is an article that I wrote on Forbes, and I'm going to put it in the chat so you can actually go in and read it. But it's going to cover a lot about the whole concept of lead nurturing and what you need to do around that topic. Something else to always remember is this: like, the initial lead that comes in, they're fully unaware of you, right? So when they come in, they're like, okay, I don't know who you are. I don't want to be contacted, and they're in this phase. Once that phase passes, they start to become aware of you. So think of this, if you take the party principle. I've
Right.
actually done this at parties. I was a real estate agent. I would go to parties. I would try to meet everyone that I can. I would become aware of them.
Right.
And then, in order to keep in contact with them, I actually add them on LinkedIn or Instagram, depending on how friendly we got at
That's right.
that party, right? So back then it was Facebook, because obviously Instagram is still very young. This is
Facebook's
about
still
10 years ago.
powerful, Sam. Come on now.
If you're in a 40+ party or 50+ party, sure.
Uh-oh,
But like,
I'm aging myself. Let me put my Zoom filter back on.
but I think Instagram is definitely getting more views and more engagement right now.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is, we did this for years, and we did this, and every realtor should be doing this, like just going through and adding people into your circle. Now that cool lead, or like cooler lead, is considering your services. So they will come to you and they're like, hey Sam, what is my homework? Now what I call them is a warm lead.
That's right.
Now I need their email. Now I need to start nurturing and do a more closer kind of one-on-one approach, and keep working them until they come to a decision.
This is the after party.
Yeah, this is the after party, exactly, right? So they come to that decision time and they will pull the trigger. So this is what we are really doubling down on, and this is what we want to make sure we're always looking at. And I think to this point, there are multiple things that I always kind of talk to our audience about. One of them is basically the whole concept of making sure that you are on multiple social media. That's another one. So make sure that you're always on multiple social media channels. So you should be on Facebook, you should be on Twitter, X, you should be on Instagram, LinkedIn, and so on. And the same thing applies to your email marketing. We're going to cover that in a bit, and that will be focusing on making sure that you're always available on email marketing. So these are channels, right? So this is your social media channel. If I'm following you, I will see your content. But if I do not follow you, or if I don't go to Instagram, I still check my emails. And that's why you want to kind of activate that and start getting into that territory of basically nurturing. So Steph, can you walk us through how would you actually, like, some guidelines? So let's establish a guideline. What is a good frequency to contact my sphere? And how would you put them in different buckets? Because you probably want to create multiple contact lists with different potentials and different interests, right?
That's right. Yeah, you want to be in front of the right people at the right time. So to piggyback off of what you said, and kind of bringing that together with my party principle, when it comes to social media, that is where you want to be on multiple channels, right? There's different demographics on each one. You've got to make sure that you are where your audience is. And that is something that is absolutely appropriate to be on every day, and you should, right? Again, these are the people, these are everyone and anyone that you could possibly connect with. Now, when we funnel that down to the after party, your email database, keep in mind too, email is not a lost art. Some people have asked me that. They know that I've trained in so many areas of social media, and they'll say to me like, wow, Steph, like email marketing, is this a thing of the past? Absolutely not. Email marketing is you actually get 41% more buyer or seller engagement with an email, which is shocking to me. But if you think about it, when you are going away on vacation, right? Professional realtors, listen, I know you understand my pain. Sam, you are a CEO. I know you understand my pain. What is the one thing when you come back from vacation that you kind of get a little pain in your stomach and you're like, I got to catch up on all of my emails, right? That is where business is done. And again, that is where you're going to get people that are actually engaged for a longer period of time than even your social media. Social media is best for top of mind. Email is best for the actual after party engagement. So I recommend at a minimum once per week, at a maximum 3 times per week. It is not best practices to send out an email every single day unless you are now entering the world of email campaigns. And so this is where we start getting into that territory of getting in front of the right people at the right time. I'm going to give you guys an example of an email campaign that is what not to do. A lot of times real estate professionals, they have their list, but it's just one list of everybody that I have in my database. And they think they're doing a good thing by getting these drip campaigns out to everybody and anybody. Well, let me tell you this. I had a realtor that I was coaching. She sold a home to a young couple. They closed within that week. She had a campaign that went out to her entire list of, hey, personalized name. I think it's time that we go ahead and assess what your home is worth. Right now is the best time to sell. It is so important that we connect right now to sell your home. Well, how relevant was that email going out to the folk that they just closed on their home? That wasn't the right email at the right time to the right audience. It is absolutely crucial that we start thinking with that more marketing mindset of within my list. If I'm really looking to get the most engagement, I really need to start segmenting this list of who my audience is. People that bought with me within the past year, people that are engaging with my emails on a regular basis. You can even go so far as folks that are opening emails before 10 a.m. Eastern, people who are opening my emails after 6 p.m. Eastern. Because you know what? Timing is even important. So that's this kind of difficult concepts for the typical realtor to really grasp, because it's like, listen, I am not a marketing expert. I can sell anything. But this is where you've got AI technology that starts coming in that helps you to segment this list. This is where you can start, constant contact, work with our team. We'll help you segment it. We'll help you create these campaigns to say, all right, once I get that buyer interest, once somebody goes from social to now they're connecting with me and they're saying that, hey, I'm curious to know what my home is worth. I get their email. Now we've got a campaign going on, because now this person is in a different part of my list, and I can start giving them content and creating a path or a journey for that customer that is applicable to what stage that they're at, right? And so I know I could start getting into the weeds of all that, but it really comes down to, getting smart about how we're staying in front of these folks. Omni-channel marketing, social media, email, SMS, all of that is great. Just like you're going to be a little bit more particular about what kind of content you're putting on Instagram versus Facebook, or Facebook versus LinkedIn. Another thing, I'll toot the constant contact horn. We also, of course, are going to create opportunities for you for social media. And when you create this content with our social media platform, it will actually format your content just like Roomvu would format their content specific to those platforms. Constant Contact will format that to LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram.
That's perfect. So like, I think something that I wanted to add in here, guys, is like, you need to really start thinking of your lead buckets, right? So there are the leads that you get from lead sources, like including our own ads, right? These are colder leads. You need to start working them like maybe twice a month, sending them text messages, following up with them, and so on. And we have an amazing system for that. I will show you that in a sec. And the reason we are partnering with Constant Contact is the deliverability of the email. So a lot of the systems are maybe there might be an overlap between the two systems, but the content is something that Roomvu has, and the deliverability is something that Constant Contact has. So we'll get into that. I will show you Stephanie's account. I will show you what this looks like and how to do it. So that's an easy one. The biggest thing that we are here about and to think about is, okay, how do I actually start creating this bucket for my different batches of leads. So you want to have, like, I've seen realtors having up to 10 different buckets, right? So basically the people that just met at an open house, buyer clients, seller clients, investor clients, and then you kind of work them and send them different things. So for example, if you have an investor client and you want to send them something about this pre-construction project that just has this amazing sale, what you would do is you would basically send that investor that message. But you do not want to mix these. I think that's the biggest thing that we keep missing. Like, we keep mixing these together. I think that's the biggest issue with it. So guys, something to remember though is we are going to explain this to you in a detailed demo. So right on the top of the chat on YouTube, there's a black button that says that's a Roomvu message. Please click on that and book your demo. For the people that book a demo to get an explanation of this, for the first 10 that book this, we are doing a draw of $100 today. So make sure you book a demo. Make sure you actually get to this as soon as the first person shows up in that 10 bucket. We will be announcing the winner. It's always fun when you actually tie it to a price. Like, it's all about appreciating you guys and appreciating what you do and your support. So today there's a ton of things that we are announcing. Like, another one is there's a 30% discount to upgrade your account with Roomvu if you wanted to do. There's another 30% off your starting plans with Constant Contact for the first 3 months. So you can basically also get your first 3 months free with Roomvu, and like you say, the free trial, and then 30% off with Constant Contact for 3 months, and 30% off with Roomvu for the entire year. So now let's dive deep into this integration. How does this work? Like, we talked about a lot of different things, but what are we talking about? What is it?
Hey, Sam, super quick. I just want to make sure do you see this QR code on the screen?
Yeah. So guys, scan this QR code. This would also get you a demo with Constant Contact, and I think
this will actually, I just wanted to just real quick before you get into that, because it's so important to show how all this works together. If you guys get your phone, turn your cameras on, scan this just like you would a restaurant. This is actually going to give you an actual free account of Constant Contact. So all you do is put your email in, and you will get a full-on account. You can upload, if you have 10,000 contacts or 100, you can upload all of those contacts, and you can actually play around with this. And then also there is a buy now. If you guys want to take advantage of the 30% off the first 3 months, go for it. Our starting price, I believe, is like $17 a month, guys. It's very, very inexpensive, but it is our gift to you. Go ahead and scan that, get that trial, and we'll take good care of y'all. Okay, sorry, Sam. I just want to make sure it was up there and everyone had the QR.
Okay, sounds good. So now let's look at how this integration actually works and what we are about to share with you. So guys, let's do a little bit of a deep dive as to what this looks like and what it is that we are trying to explain in terms of all the things that are available to your account. So the first thing you want to do is, obviously, you want to add your location into your Roomvu account. You want to say you're in a specific area or whatnot. Stephanie, I can actually change your account to Tampa, Florida, so you can actually see how the content changes. Remember, we are seeing a lot of New York content right now, so let's do that. It's an experiment. What is your zip code?
33511. You can put that one in.
33551.
33511.
11. Okay.
There you go.
All right, and are you in Hillsborough County?
Yep.
All right, look at that. It already understood that, and it changed your city. Now all of your content is changing to Tampa. Amazing, right? So that's the first thing. Now that we've changed so many things for you, and we've added so many relevant content, your content calendar starts to be colorful. And this is the social media side of publishing. So obviously, if you've used Roomvu, you know what this is. This is going to be posting content. So this would be about the schools of basically Brandon. This would be about Tampa, rent hikes and rent drops, everything in between. And the whole idea is there's content going out on the big six social media. You can see it on Facebook, Instagram. It even goes to your WordPress blog and so on. But one thing that we do, and we are really basically adamant about, is this. So now that your content is showing, what if you could actually email this to your clients? Because this is going to your social media, and that's great. But what if you could actually start building relationships with your contacts? So this is the personalized newsletter that Roomvu provides you, okay? And you can set this to go every week. You can set it to go bi-weekly, monthly, and whatnot. This is going to give you everything you need to start nurturing your leads without the need to actually work through everything. So you're gonna get a ton of news in here, and I can start customizing this. I can start and say, okay, I don't like the color of these. So I can come in here and start changing these colors. I'm just gonna do that real quick to show you the power of personalization, because it's really about personalization. It's really about how to actually make sure that every time you're sharing something useful with your audience, but it looks and feels different. So if your branding colors are like this, let's pick this. And I'm going to change that for her. Okay, now everything is done this way. So I'm going to go back and going under email campaigns. Boom, everything looks different. Isn't it amazing? The whole idea is you want it to be as personalized as possible. You want it to be standing out. So when you look at this, you know you're sending credible information to your audience. So here's the next thing. You can customize this email and say something about, so right now we're putting Brandon's real estate news from you, the person that's sending it. So this is basically the whole concept. You can customize this. And the whole idea is you're gonna send this. However, what if you already have a constant contact account? And what if you want to get delivery guaranteed? I think that's the biggest thing that we're focusing on, because sure, you can start sending these, but our expertise is creating content and making sure that this beautiful newsletter is set up for you. With the latest integration, if you have a constant contact list, you can just turn it on from here, and you can basically create this. And as soon as you create this and you connect your constant contact account, it would basically import your list, and it would send it automatically to your audience. And you can click here. You can basically go and learn more about this partnership in here. But the idea is every time there's a list, we can just basically make sure that we are sending this. It gave me an error because I already have an active campaign. So I'm going to stop the campaign and start playing around with the contact list. So you can see these are all Stephanie's contact list inside constant contact. And you can basically get all these contacts in here and start running a campaign. The whole idea is automation, guys. If you're not automating, you're doing it one time. If you're doing it one time, guess what? You wouldn't remember to do it again. So that's what we're really focusing on, making sure that you are sending something consistently. So now the next question is, what happens with these landing pages? Okay, so what happens with these contents that I'm sending? So it looks like a great newsletter. My message is saying here, it's great, but how do I make sure that I am actually capturing leads? Okay, how do I make sure that I interact with my leads? So here is how this works. If you click on this, you click on read more, you get to read the full newsletter if you wanted to. You have the beautiful landing page that's designed for you. And you can ask a Steph, like, how much is my home worth? So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna say, I live in my 123 Main Street, Tampa. It could be anywhere. Tampa. There you go. And I want to report. And this is my email. I'm just going to put that in here. And this is my phone number. Okay. So now I just became a lead to Stephanie's contact base. Okay. And I see this. Now, Stephanie, tell me if you received a message from us.
I sure did.
Okay, and what does it say?
I got it. This is a message from Sam. You've received a new lead with following, or from Roomvu. You have received a new lead with the following details and all the information right on my phone. And you know
That's
what's
perfect, right?
beautiful? Now I have got something, a new item from my bucket. This is going right into my constant contact, and I am never going to be forgotten by this lead. We can start the campaigns, start reaching out, start building that relationship. It's chef's kiss.
Perfect. So now that this lead is on, you also have other things that you can start using. So now that this part is done, what happens to this lead? So obviously that lead goes to our constant contact account. It's gonna be in there. I also show up here as the lead. And then you can try this journey builder that's designed as a video follow-up for you. So the same concept of videos into your inbox now goes into basically a campaign here. And we are working on a bigger integration later on where we can actually incorporate these videos inside your constant contact account. But for now, you can basically have these in here and you can start to basically see these, customize them, and so on. Remember one thing, you can change the templates again on every video. You can record a personal intro if you wanted to. So you can say, hey, this is Steph. Thanks for looking at my asking for a home valuation. This is my message to you. So you can basically personalize.
That's my favorite part of that, Sam. I love that you can do that personal intro. Love it.
Because it's all about personal messaging. It's all about personal introduction and personal customized messages. If you don't do it, guess what? People are like, that's another template.
That's right.
That's another email. Like I've seen a ton of those. No, thank you. So you want to make sure that you are actually doing that. So guys, now it's time to cover a little bit about your questions. So please drop your questions. We are here to answer your questions and everything else in between. Remember, it's all about creating a system where you can actually start nurturing leads. And Gary would also show you a little bit on the pricing side, how to book the demo and everything else. And also Stephanie will cover a little bit on the pricing and how to book a demo with constant contact. Remember, it's all about integration now. It's all about getting the two systems working so you get better email delivery with great content. So I think, Gary, you can, whenever you're ready, you can start and basically start presenting the next the next part about pricing and what's it entailed and so on. All right, okay, we can see your screen, but we can't see you or hear you, so.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so our social starter package, ladies and gentlemen, is only $479 for the entire year. That comes out to $40 per month. And what this is going to do is help you begin leveraging your social media so you can start generating those leads that will go into the funnel and where constant contact will obviously help you massage them and get them to exactly where they need to be. And so in this particular social starting package, you're going to get everyday posting on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And let's be real, I'm sure a lot of you are probably telling yourself, you know what, you've got to do something. And that something starts now. It starts today. It starts with our social starter package here at Roomvu. If you want to take advantage of this, obviously leave a comment in the chat and we will make certain to book a demonstration with you. There's no obligation on that demo. You'll just learn every facet of our business and how we will set you up for success so you can begin learning, obviously, more about social media, but more importantly, begin the lead generation engine that's going to take your business to the next level. So again, $479, and that comes out to $40 per month. Now,
and
Sam,
with the 30% off,
I was just going to say, Sam, are we offering them? Perfect.
Yeah. So it's a special. So it's going to work out to less than $30 a day, a month for your starting social media. But what we want to really talk about the package that actually enables them to enable email marketing and constant contact integration, which is our middle tier package. And I think Gary would also cover that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so our middle tier package is our omnipresence package. And this is a step up from the social starter. And this particular package, what you're going to receive is everyday posting on the big six of social media. So we're going to have you covered on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. Then you're also going to be able to leverage our hyperlocal contented videos. And right now, for a limited time, the personal integration that Sam shared with you with an intro and an outro, that's going to be included. And that's a free $100 value in this omnipresence package. It also includes the email marketing and the MLS integration. So that way, when you post anything online, as far as MLS is concerned, we'll automatically create a still frame video highlighting that particular listing and then begin marketing it for you on the big six of social media. And this particular package is also 30% off. So that is a limited time offer for everybody that's attending this particular demonstration.
So that's awesome. And I think this would enable you to actually start getting your constant contact set up. Guys, please do not forget to click on the black basically comment on the chat section and start booking a demo for anyone that's booking a demo today. If you reach the first 10, we're gonna do a draw and give you $100 Visa or credit or whatever to your account. So it's going to be exciting. So I think the whole idea is getting everything going for you and making sure that you are set up. So this works out to be about like $50 a month for your entire marketing. Now let's talk about delivery. And Steph, you can basically get it started with that part about how to actually set up the constant contact account.
Absolutely.
And kind of go from there.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and just share with you. Do you see the choose the plan that's right for you, Sam, on the screen?
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. All right. So this is just straight up from the website. To start with Constant Contact on our light plan, it's only $12 plus. You guys are all getting 30% off your first 3 months when you're joining from Roomvu. So I'm going to give you a QR code. Do not go to the website. That will not give you the discount, but I am showing you the pricing here because do you see that QR code on the screen now, Sam?
Yes, we can.
All right, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to scan this QR code, get your cameras out, scan it. As soon as you click it, I'll do it for you guys so you can see exactly what that's going to look like and I can walk you through. You are going to come to our landing page that we have with Roomvu. Enter your email address and you will get a free account. Or if you want to take advantage of the discounts today, there's a button there that says buy now. Either way, you are going to get with a free Constant Contact account. There are limitations to it. Typically realtors, you want to send out more than 100 emails. Take advantage, honestly, $12 a month minus 30% off. It's a no-brainer. That is up to 500 contacts. So it's a great place to start. Our average list size for realtors, which we have over 286 associations are using it, but 24,000 real estate professionals are using Constant Contact, and their average list size is 2,900. That's a really big deal. And the reason why it is because they didn't come in having 2,900. We work very diligently to help you grow your list. Your success is our success. So scan this QR code. Going through that link is going to give you all the benefits and discounts of doing this with our partnership with Roomvu. There is an integration built between the two, and it works beautifully tying these together. This is what great partnerships is all about, right? We are very, very careful in particular about who we partner with here at Constant Contact. We want to make sure, especially with my role coming in, focusing on tailoring our product and our services towards the real estate community, that we are truly partnering with those that are going to make a difference and that we're able to pair well together to focus on our North Star in the industry, which is relationship building and nurturing.
That's awesome. So something that we're getting asked is, so a couple of users are asking us, Shapar and Zoraya, they're asking us, I already have Roomvu. Make sure you're on the premium plan and above to be able to send campaigns. If you need help upgrading or getting a discount coupon, we are here to help you with that. So our team would actually reach out to you and give you that. The next thing is we want to make sure that we also answer Saket's question. So Saket is asking, what email domain is used for email marketing from Roomvu and or Constant Contact? If different, to be synced to your existing CRM. I think that the answer is you want to make sure the existing CRM is also plugged into Roomvu. Mm-hmm. So what we would do is we would use the campaign. So the campaign is going to be sent. The content is coming from Roomvu. The email is being delivered by Constant Contact. So it gets great deliverability. And then if people click on any of those links, they would actually land on a Roomvu landing page that captures the lead. It goes to your both Constant Contact account and your existing CRM. We don't want you to change your CRM because that's the thing. So that's important. Shapa is asking, what other things do I get with premium accounts? So with a premium account, you get customized branding. Shapa, I can just show you these very quickly into your account in here. So you get to have customized branding with everything. So that's the first thing. So you already have a social media account, but what if you could post on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter? And that's the first thing that's going to change for you. The second thing is you can customize every opening of the video just like this on every content. So you can say, I like this type of color or this type of branding for my videos, or this. Like, it's just so many options and it makes it look different. So it doesn't look like everyone else's. And then if you feel really excited about personalizing, this would give you 10x engagement.
Oh yeah,
because
that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer for the Roomvu platform. I can tell you this, I've been coaching agents for so many years. Absolutely. If you cannot personalize your videos, guys, upgrade it today. That's, again, without a doubt, knowing what I know, especially too, when you guys are sending this, you're going to get so many more contacts, so much more engagement. Personalize those videos, guys. Yeah,
it's gonna be game changer, because look, you can start recording your personal intro in here. So obviously I have to stop my video for a bit, and you can actually see how this video is going to be personalized. And I can read this text, and it's going to be only 10 seconds. Remember, if it's more than 10 seconds, you are doing the work, so it's not good. No, you just want to do it for 10 seconds, and basically for that 10 seconds, you do it, and then you kind of move on. The whole idea is to do as much personalization before the content goes live. Right. So that's the biggest value in there. So guys, again, if you want to receive a call or if you want to book a demo, please click on the yellow button on YouTube and book a demo, or just put your name in the comment, and we would be sharing comments with Stephanie as well, if to basically share contacts, and just use the QR code to go to Constant Contacts thing. Well, so we do have a hard stop. Thank you so much. Yes, I do. I've got to go and change the real estate industry one meeting at a time. But thank you so much for having me. I look forward to staying in constant contact, no pun intended, with everyone here. And just thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to connect further, and so excited about our partnership. Likewise. I think this is really exciting. What we're doing is really helping agents do more without spending a fortune. So there's a ton of marketing companies that would charge you $1,000 a month to create content. You shouldn't be paying that. They would charge you $1,000 a month to do email marketing. You shouldn't be paying that. You should be doing something affordable and on a consistent basis. I think that's what we are really driving for. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Have a great one. This is a great meeting you guys.